Hi, welcome back. I was serious when I said I wanted to do this show. I'm doing my best to pump them out, but this thing is a beast to edit. Adobe Premiere is no joke. I feel like I'm reading Japanese. I'm out here YouTubing how to do everything. It's really hard, but now that I've gotten the hang of it, I should be able to put these out quicker. That's the hope. No big life updates, but I don't know if you saw my Instagram story. I had a fabulous day the other day. I mean, seriously. It was spectacular. I got up at the crack of dawn. I was digging around Soho all day, doing all the things I've always wanted to do by myself, and I seriously just was having the best time. It was sheer fun. And then I got a tattoo, which, by the way, should have hurt, but it didn't. I mean, this was straight needle on bone. I've got bony-ass fingers. You know what I mean? But I think in comparison to the pain that I've felt the last 3 years, everything feels like nothing now. I don't know if that, should be wildly concerning. At the end of the day, I had this, really reflective moment. I was just kind of decompressing. I've been walking all day. And I was just thinking to myself, this is the most alone I've ever been in my entire life. I don't know why. I'm at this weird stage in my life where it's very lonely. It just is. Very few people in my orbit right now. And that's okay. And I feel like the more I was working on myself and the more I was raising my vibrations, the more people kind of went away. It was like, okay, well, we're down to 3 people. And for the longest time, I didn't think it was possible to be this happy, this alone. I used to cry in fetal position every single night, thinking this was the worst, whatever. And I finally just reached a point where I'm okay being alone. In fact, I'm actually really happy being alone. Some days are hard, and I get it. Nobody really likes to be alone, and that's okay. Don't rob yourself of a human experience trying to be super spiritual. Some days you're gonna have bad days, other days you're gonna do ketamine. It's okay, you know what I mean? Just go with it. And it's okay not to like being alone, is the point. And despite my fabulous day, I still want love, There's something about physical touch and having somebody to talk, it's special, and everybody wants it, but as you know, you don't go finding love, love finds you. And if you didn't know that, now you know. Geez. But I feel like I'm ready and I've done enough work on myself to be ready to receive love. And I think that's awesome. But the thing is, dating today is impossible. I mean, it is nuts out there. Seriously. And that's kind of where I'm going with this episode. We've got a serious societal problem on our hands. I'm surprised more people aren't talking about this. It's nuts out there. And the list of red flags just keeps growing and growing. It's 50 Shades of Red out there. What the hell is going on? But the point of this episode is going to be a little bit of spiritual advice, a little bit of witchy shit on how to attract love in today's economy. I mean, it's seriously crazy out there. I can't tell you how many disastrous dates I've been on this year alone. Seriously. It's been mission impossible out there. That doesn't make any sense, but it sounds cool. I mean, Hinge is a nightmare. The options are offensive. I'm just gonna call a spade here, alright? Don't come for me, seriously. Then you've got Raya, which is a bunch of 40-year-old men having a midlife crisis in Ibiza. It's what the hell's going on? It's a lose-lose. And I'm a hopeless romantic. I really am. I love love. Seriously. When I'm into you, I will move mountains for you. I'm super romantic. I go above and beyond. I really do. And I think I'm a great partner. And I'm very old-fashioned as well, which is presenting to be an issue. Meaning, I like phone calls, not texting. But also some of the hiccups I was running into was I was super unhealed, trying to find love to just fill a void that I wasn't able to fill myself. And I was also in a spot where my confidence was wildly low, so I was settling for way less than I deserved, and it was awful. And so I finally reached a point where I really got knocked on my ass hard, and I just was you know what? Fuck this. I've got to turn this ship around. It's not working. The universe is screaming at me right now. I've got to figure this love thing out and this healing thing out, and I've got to figure out how to attract a healthy love into my life. So I went on a mission. I really did. Just days and days and months and years. Not really, but months of researching different laws and reading the 8 Rules of Love, The Mastery of Love, The Art of Seduction, all these books and research, and really diving into how to attract love. and also how to heal myself in the process. So that's where I'm going with this fucking episode. I mean, Jesus Christ, we talked about yapping the last time. I'm really doing it this time. Sorry. Now, my theory on what's going on collectively is that everybody had their shit rocked from approximately 2017, 2018 to 2023. Seriously. Hearts annihilated. Worlds flipped upside down. It was awful. And now you have all these hurt people running around Manhattan hurting other people. It's awful. It's a disaster. And then you have a group of people who are so fearful of commitment because they got super hurt the last time, so now they're avoidance, and there's all these catchy phrases, and it's like, what the fuck is an avoidance? It's like, well, they're refusing to address their inner child. It's like, what the hell? So they ghost, and it's awful. Everybody's ghosting nowadays. Everybody's fucking Casper. I mean, what the hell? Address your inner child wounds. Confront the issue. Be honest. Where did honesty go? I mean, for Pete's sake. Then you have another group of people who really want love, but are in a constant state of lacking, so then they're manifesting more of not having love. And now it's become this pool of just a mess, really. It's really a mess out there. So, how are we going to turn this ship around? Well, first things first, you gotta heal yourselves, people. You have to do the work. I know it's scary. I know a lot of you want to push it off for years and years, but it's not going to work. The universe is literally going to hit you in the face with it one of these years. Just saying. You have to heal. Now, if you're on a healing journey and you're noticing that a lot of the same type of people are coming into your life, like people who need saving, you're constantly getting ghosted, all of these things, you're noticing a pattern, yeah? That's 99% of the time because there's something about them that you need to heal. Everyone is you pushed out. So take a look at what this person is showing you. I consistently get seriously damaged people who need saving, but it's a test to me to see if I've done the work. I can't save everyone. I always want to be Mother Teresa, but at the price of my life, it's not going to work. So I have to save myself, yeah? Whatever the person is showing you, address it. It's definitely reflecting parts of you, I promise you. So something that I do, and you guys are going to be like, Jesus Christ, you are out there. I mean, yeah, okay. Every time I've come across one of these people who shows a part of me that still needs healing or brings about a trigger along my healing journey, I look at myself dead in the mirror. I do this, I swear to God. I look at myself dead in the mirror and I say, I'm sorry to myself, dead in the eye. So for example, if I get ghosted, it's probably because I was ignoring myself or putting myself on the back burner or not prioritizing myself. I'd argue that's like a pretty, clear sign. So I say to myself in the mirror, I'm sorry for ignoring you. And then, if you're feeling really frisky, throw in some gratitude. I'm really grateful for you. I love you. Even if you're skeptical about this, like at the end of the day, it feels really good. Like you're pouring back into yourself when you're probably in a spot where you feel like somebody took something from you. So now, once you've done your healing, simultaneously, you've got to raise your self-concept. Having a great self-concept in love means that you know exactly what you bring to the table, you know your worth, you have high standards, and you're not settling for anything less. And when I say you're not settling for anything less, I mean your actions have got to be in line with your self-concept. This was a massive issue for me for ages, okay? It was no bueno. I look myself in the mirror, do my affirmations, you're confident, you're beautiful, whatever, and then some fuckboy would come around playing me like a fiddle, and I just was a complete simp. Grow a pair of balls. Put him in his place. Block his ass. You know what I mean? Your actions have to be in line. Every now and then a person comes around who's got me by the throat. And they know who they are. But yeah, your self-concept should be off the charts. You have to exude light. By raising your self-concept, you raise your frequency, therefore attracting a higher frequency. Hello? Isn't this like the laws of physics? The next bit that's super important is you have to revise your past. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh, Jesus Christ, this is some woo-woo shit. It's not, okay? Think about it for a moment. We're in this never-ending present moment, yeah? We can't go and relive the past. It's kind of gone, so it kind of doesn't exist. So fucking rewrite it. If you believe that you can manifest your future, which also technically doesn't exist yet, why can't you do the same with your past? So, rewrite it. If you've been cheated on, you've got to stop telling people you've been cheated on. Seriously, you're just gonna keep getting cheated on. All the time people come to me for tarot readings and they're like, but I always get cheated on and they always ghost me and they always dump me. Oh my God, if you say another word, I'm gonna choke you. It like gives me anxiety when I hear somebody complaining like that. It's insane. Listen, this is not to gaslight your feelings or what you've been through. But if you really want to turn the ship around, you've kind of got to erase it. You've got to make a conscious choice that it's no longer going to be what defines you. Rewrite it for your sanity, for your peace. So, for example, I've never been cheated on. I've never been dumped. I've never been ghosted. I've never been lied to. I'm always prioritized. I'm always the best option. Go all out, yeah? You also have to completely revise your view on love and men/women. Okay? Meaning, like, I feel safe when I'm in love. Being in love is always so easy for me. Incredible things happen to me when I'm in love. Love is so easy. Yeah? It's not gonna be this, like, traumatic thing anymore. Love is traumatized. No. And then also, men are honest. Men are super faithful. Men always want commitment. Men are great communicators. Go on and on. Each time you catch yourself thinking the thought or speaking the thing, revise it immediately and as quickly as possible. Just, nope, I actually don't think, that's crazy. That's actually my old self talking. I don't actually talk like that anymore or think like that. Don't know who she is. Now, once you revise, you'll be able to manifest like this. I promise you, 99% of the time, your past and past thinking is what's holding back your manifestations. That was my thing, I swear to God. And the second I revised, the second things came flooding in. It was nuts, like instantaneously. The floodgates just whoosh. So now when you're going to manifest this person, draw them up. All of the qualities that you are looking for in a partner. Do not waver from that fucking list. And you might start to get people who, are close but not all the way, or they were missing a bit, or you forgot to include a bit. Then start building that list out. And it's okay, on to the next one. You don't have to lower your standards for nobody just because they kind of fit the bill. Draw them up. Be super clear, but also tie to it the emotion you feel. So let's say I want a guy who's super protective over me. I love that shit. That's great. Now, what would I feel? I feel safe. Now, my list of emotions, how I feel with this person that's here right now, that I'm not wavering from, those emotions are what I'm going to carry with me throughout the day. I feel safe, I feel confident, I feel secure. And I'd argue that that's why I had this fabulous day by myself the other day, because I felt all of the emotions already, as if it was here, it was certain, and it was mine. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Draw them up. How would you feel with this person? Get crystal clear. And that's that. Guys, I seriously don't recommend manifesting a specific person. I can't say this enough. It's possible, but don't. Okay? Just stick with your list. Don't waver from your qualities. Because the truth is, if you're trying to manifest a specific person, chances are you think that's what you deserve. And if they're not entirely fitting the bill, is it really worth the time and energy trying to change them or trying to do all the work, trying to revise who he is? Not really. Just stick with your list. And also focus just on yourself. Focus on your self-concept. Because you're going to manifest whatever you are. So if that person then does a complete 180, great. Fantastic. Otherwise, we're fine. Now, getting into the witchy shit. These are some tips and tricks you can do to really get somebody to just be absolutely enamored by you, okay? Witchy tip number 1. Anytime you're on a date, or you're with somebody and you're like, wow, I really like this person. I really hope they like me too. Easy peasy. You're going to envision a figure 8 flowing in between you guys. Yes, I know I've broken a nail. I broke 2, actually, in the process of trying to get ready for this thing, and I wasn't going to fix it and delay the process. Okay? Ignore it. But you're going to imagine a figure 8. You'd ideally do it with your hand like this, flowing between you both, but that'd be fucking creepy. So just with your eyes, envision the figure 8 flowing between you. Now I've done this, and this one time freaked me out because it just was like, whoa, all right. Oh God. The guy was facing like kind of away from me. His back was kind of turned toward me. which was okay. And I was envisioning the figure 8. I don't know why. I just did in that moment. I was like, I'm going to do it. And lo and behold, he kind of went like this and turned back. And I was like, what the hell? It was a little bit weird, but whatever. It works. And the idea of this is that you're forming an energetic connection between you and the person. It's not witchcraft. It's nothing crazy, okay? Now, the other witchy tip is your thoughts are their thoughts. You're like, how? You ever thought of a person and the person then texts you? Yeah, same concept. So anything you're thinking is what they're thinking. So, for example, if you're thinking that he's thinking, you're weird, he never wants to see you again, there's a million better options out there, of course, that's exactly what will manifest. Pinky promise. But instead, entertain the reality that he's daydreaming about you all day long. He can't, ow, my ear is ringing. Uh-oh. Those words are really powerful. Okay, every time I say shit like that, my ear starts ringing. I don't know who it is. Who's trying to communicate with me? But yeah, entertain the reality that he's daydreaming about you right now. He can't stop thinking about you. He's fantasizing about you. He literally talks so highly about you to all of his friends. He just can't shut up about how much he loves you. He's in love with you. He's absolutely obsessed with you. The ear is still ringing. It's really intense. So yeah, who's to say what he's thinking? You decide what he's thinking. You're in control of your reality and all the players in it. So decide what he's thinking. And I promise you, they always kind of reflect it back. Just try it. And don't try it for 5 minutes and then go back to your old ways of thinking, okay? That doesn't work like that. Entertain it for a little longer than 45 minutes, all right? Please, go about your day. Entertain. Anytime you have an opposing thought, just correct yourself. He's actually obsessed with me, and he's looking at pictures of me, and he's stalking me. Okay? The other witchy tip to manifest love is to write yourself a love letter. Go all out. And seriously, have fun with it. Okay? I have mine. It's in my dresser. I don't open it. I've sealed it. I even went and bought like a Valentine's Day-like card. And wrote myself the love letter. And it's locked away, addressed to me, from me. When you pour love into yourself, I promise you, your 3D will reflect it. My last tip I'll say is to YouTube heart chakra meditations, not manifesting a specific person. Heart chakra meditations, because a lot of times that will open up energetically your heart to be ready to receive love. And I've found the best results with those types of meditation. Why that works is because it's like I'm pouring into myself opposed to trying to manifest and giving this other person so much power. I'm pouring into myself. You know what I mean? And when you pour into yourself, what happens? You become magnetic. Hello, are you catching on? Every opportunity you get to pour into yourself, do it. But yeah, those are really all the tips I've got. We've got to stretch this thing, we've got to stretch this show for multiple episodes here, people. But comment down below what you like and what you want to know more of. Give me feedback. I can handle it. I modeled for years. It was awful. But yeah, tell me what you want to hear more of. And then I can plan the episodes a little bit better. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I had fun. And yeah, thanks for your support if you've made it this far. Please, if you can, support this video or episode wherever you're listening, watching. Give it a like, a follow, subscribe, thumbs up, comment. Do what you gotta do. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I hope you all attract the love that I know you deserve. So, that was cheesy and I hate it, but I mean it. Okay, that's it. Bye!